Weather Rampages, and this is your severe weather awareness video 2017, and I'm going to give you some useful steps and useful information about what to do this severe weather season and also severe weather seasons to come. And it is going to be some very helpful information. I do believe that safety is the number one key in severe weather, and also if you're filming weather or if you're doing weather, making sure that you are in a safe place when severe weather strikes. Now, to begin with, what I'm going to tell you about is severe thunderstorms. We all know that severe thunderstorms happen every year at all times of the year, and they mostly happen in the springtime here in the U.S. But severe thunderstorms are defined as intense to violent thunderstorms with very large hail or from large to very large hail, from quarters to grapefruit size, and damaging to destructive winds from 60 miles per hour and higher. Extreme case severe storms are violent and intense thunderstorms with destructive hail from baseball to grapefruit size and destructive wind speeds in excess of 80 to 100 miles per hour. And these wind speeds can get very high in severe thunderstorms. They can reach, I believe the highest wind speed ever recorded was like 125 miles per hour from a derecho type storm system, which was a Boeing line of storms which continued on throughout the states. I don't remember exactly which year that was, but that violent derecho. There was a couple of violent derechos that moved through the U.S. with that kind of wind speed and wind power, and that can produce as much damage as a tornado, folks. So, just kind of want to tell you that. Now, if you want to look at the wind scale, the Toro wind damage scale, wind damage criteria for severe storms and windstorms. If you look at this scale, it kind of shows you what winds of speeds of different magnitudes, what they do to structures, building structures, to homes, to vehicles. As you can see here, it goes from 39 to 299 miles per hour, which is incredible. And as you can see, it goes from loose raised twig snap crop trails 39 to 54, minor shed damage, lawn chairs raised 55 to 72. Then when you get up to 161 to 186 miles per hour, heavy vehicles lifted, house roofs, the walls off. As you can see, and yes, that's vehicles being levitated. Trains hurled long way complete debarking as wind speeds of 241 to 269 miles per hour. And that is very dangerous and destructive, which is mostly found in tornadoes, violent tornadoes. And of course, wind speeds up to 299 miles per hour, everything is removed, concrete buildings, everything is level. So that's kind of tell you kind of giving you an idea of the wind speeds and what they can do in any type of windstorm. Now, as far as severe thunderstorms, they do produce hail from penny size and larger. As you can see here, penny size goes from, if I can read this, I really can't read it. I should have made this a little bit larger for everyone to see. But it goes from penny to nickel to quarter. You know kind of what those sizes are. $50, you know what that size is. Ping pong ball, golf ball, which is 1.75, I believe, inches in diameter. Hen egg size, tennis ball size, baseball size, teacup size, and grapefruit size, which is getting very large and destructive. And this kind of shows you the inches here. Actually, it shows you inches here. 0.75 inches dime to penny size, from that to softball size, which is 4.5 inches in diameter, which is destructive, very destructive. And as far as the hail damage criteria for severe storms, from severe storms and tornadic storms, property damage by hail size, quarter size, an inch. This hail of this size usually causes damage to shingles. Golf ball size hail causes damage usually to cars, by putting dents in them. Baseball size hail usually causes windshields to be smashed, and softball size hail causes holes in roofs to occur. So that's very dangerous and destructive if anybody's caught outside in that or inside and the hail comes through the roof. Now, as far as severe thunderstorms preparation, severe weather planning, it is essential to be safe and to be ready. These are some of the steps that I encourage everyone to take. Have a family or individual plan in place. Get notifications through by every means necessary. On your phone, on your tablet, from people. Get notifications. Set up notifications on your phone. Have a NOAA weather radio, especially to alert you of severe weather. Communicate with your family. That is essential. That's one of the number one things you need to do is communicate with your family and implement severe weather safety practice runs and drills. Prepare your area of residence, which is those around you in your area. Friends and family need your help. Help the elderly. Elderly people need help. Help people that don't know much about severe weather and what can happen, and that may be new to the area. That's what I mean by that. But remember to be safe and be ready. Now, severe thunderstorms do have watches and warnings by the SPC or Storm Prediction Center or National Weather Service. A severe thunderstorm watch here in pink means that conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorm to develop after weather analysis and observation, which means that just what it means from the Storm Prediction Center. Severe thunderstorm warning means that a severe thunderstorm is imminent or occurring as seen on Doppler radar, which is radar indicated confirmed by officials or observed by to be threatening to the public. So just be mindful of that when you're hearing this over the news media or weather outlets. And I kind of continue this, but I kind of show you here. This is what my outlooks look like on Weather Rampage. You'll see these nice oranges and yellows and greens to kind of show you, if it's yellow, that means that there's a chance for severe storms, but not really enhanced. But if you see these oranges that you see here on this map that I made back in May 2016, it means that the storms are going to be very intense from just being severe. And these are a couple of radar images showing the Joplin, Missouri tornado, just kind of give you some color there and to show you radar images. I also give you aerial images, regional images, actually regional outlooks, and also for Oklahoma and also for areas of the country where I zoom into the area to kind of show you, enhanced risk for severe storms, elevated risk for severe storms, and also just regular risk for severe storms. Also, I'm not going to talk about a tornado until I get to it. Tornado risk enhanced areas. I'm not going to tell you about that until I get to it. But on Facebook, this is what I do. That's just kind of general idea of what I do when there's severe weather. I kind of show you the severe weather image from radar scope, kind of show you where the storms are. And this is what I kind of say: severe thunderstorm warning now for this storm in Missouri for the next few minutes. Cities affected: Jasper, Miller, Mount Vernon, and Greenville. This is a radar indicated threat. This severe thunderstorm is capable of producing large damaging hail to golf ball size and damaging straight line winds in excess of 65 miles per hour. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof siding and trees. And I kind of give this to you in a severe weather warning to kind of show you what the National Weather Service does, but to kind of condense it down to a small, manageable size so that you can understand what is going on with that storm. Now, as far as severe thunderstorms, what to do during the thunderstorm, get inside a sturdy shelter, which you should already be in when a storm comes. Have first aid kits available. Depending on severity of the storm, cover your head and ride the storm out in a shelter. Remain calm and calm others around you. Stay away from doors and windows. That is the main thing. You need to stay away from doors and windows because debris can fly through them and seriously harm you and hurt you. Now, I want to show you here, this is a storm that I recorded in Moore last year, actually during August. And as you can see these rain curtains. This was kind of like a microburst type storm, and it had a lot of lightning with it. And it was this was getting up to damaging wind criteria almost. And as you can see here, the winds get stronger and stronger with that rain as it comes down. And winds did reach 60 miles per hour in this severe thunderstorm. So that's enough to cause flying debris and damage to be hurled somewhat into the air or on you. So I just kind of wanted to show you that. And here's some damage pictures that back in 2013 when we had a tornado kind of moving to the Oklahoma City metro area, one of the largest tornadoes ever recorded, but it kind of dissipated as it moved into the metro. But nonetheless, there was the wind damage. Look at this. pole snap, tree snap. I got these images out of Oklahoma City on 10th Street. This pole fell down on the business and this tree blown over. So just that kind of shows you the magnitude of wind speeds. Wind speeds reached 80 miles per hour out of that severe storm, that supercell storm. Now, as we get into tornadoes, tornadoes are defined as a violently rotating column of air that extends from a severe thunderstorm cloud base to the ground. And in extreme cases, a violent tornado is usually life-threatening. It is the same thing, a violently rotating column of air, but the winds are way more stronger than a violent tornado and can exceed 200 miles per hour from supercell storms and severe storms. And as far as being safe, kind of the same thing that I said with severe thunderstorms. Have a family or individual plan in place. Be safe and be ready. Get notifications through every means necessary. Your phone, your tablet, everything that's necessary. Through every means necessary. Have a NOAA weather radio to alert you. That's one of the biggest things. And communicate with your family, which is the number one thing. And implement tornado safety practice runs and drills. Prepare your area of residence, those around you and yourself. Family and friends need your help, which is the elderly and folks that don't know about the area that may be affected by severe storms. Now, tornado watches and warnings. Tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for tornadoes to develop from severe thunderstorms. And a PDS tornado watch means that a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch, meaning deadly tornadoes are likely in that area. That's a particularly dangerous severe tornado watch area being issued if the SPC issues that. Tornado warning means that tornadoes imminent or occurring or are seen in Doppler radar, which is radar indicated confirmed by officials or observed to be life-threatening to the public. So I just kind of wanted to show you that, so you can be aware. And here's what my maps look like when there's a real strong threat for tornadoes, and they're going to look like this. Purples and reds and all those colors means that it's a very dangerous threat for tornadoes. And a few radar images showing you the Joplin, Missouri tornado. Now, as far as what I do with a tornado warning, this is kind of what it looks like on Facebook when I alert people of tornadoes, and I also show you by radar scope the tornadic warning storm. Tornado warning now for these storms in Kansas for the next few minutes in the red polygon area. This is a radar indicated rotational threat. Flying debris would be dangerous to people and animals caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Vehicles will suffer damage or be destroyed. Power poles will be snapped and trees down or damaged. Take cover now. And that's kind of a general of what I give people during the tornado warning. Now, as far as a tornado, what to do, get inside a sturdy shelter. Cover your head if possible. Have first aid kits. Depending on the severity of the tornado, cover your head, which is what I said already. Remain calm and calm others around you. Stay away from doors and windows. If caught outside, lie face down, uphill, facing the direction of the tornado is coming, or buckle your seatbelt and duck your head. That is one of the best things to do during a tornado if time is permitting. Tornado strength index, they go from EF0 to EF5. EF0 goes from minor damage and to EF5, which is your big tornadoes, which means that everything is level. Now you can have a big EF5 that is not a wedge shape or large tornado that can cause a lot of damage. So it's kind of wanted to give you that. And I want to show you some pictures here from the Moore, Oklahoma tornado, May 20th, 2013. And wind speeds in this tornado exceeded 250 miles per hour. As you can see here, this is a very heavy metal pole that went right through a truck. Now that was incredible. I just took some pictures as I was right on the scene of the storm. And here, as you can see here, whoa, look at that. That's a baby car seat. Yep, it being crushed by a car because of tornado with these tornado wind speeds, which were deadly. And this propane tank was thrown in the air and right beside this car. There's another image of that metal pole, which is probably weighs a ton almost, or is very heavy. And yes, it did go through that truck. And if anybody was in there, I hate it for them, and also for if the baby was in that car seat. Hopefully nobody was. But here's also a vehicle engine, which shows you the danger of being inside of a deadly tornado like that. You do not want to be caught in a storm like that. Now, as far as what to do when the storm is over, help people out. Watch out for damage and sharp objects. Have people with you helping. Stay away from dangerous areas. Make sure everyone is accounted for. Have first aid kits if necessary. Let crews clean up and don't get in their way. If you do these safety tips, this will ensure that everything will be safe after the storm and also help others around you. That's going to be the number one thing this tornado season. But I just wanted to give you that, everyone. Stay safe this tornado season and heed watches and warnings. This is Rampage, Severe Weather Awareness Video 2017. I will be giving you more updates to come. Take care, everyone.